Codonics SLS was designed to provide clinicians with IV medication safety checks to ensure that all IV medication labels contain the elements required by the Joint Commission standards.
Vecuronium.
1 milligram per milliliter. This innovative labeling system was developed in partnership with Massachusetts General Hospital Research Labs, led by a team of renowned anesthesiologists to improve patient safety anywhere syringes are prepared. The primary safety system is a closed-loop audio and visual readback propofol 10 milligrams per milliliter of the drug name and concentration at the time of preparation. Other safety features include configurable pre- and post-print confirmation of the label prior to printing, verification of a drug the first time it is ever scanned on an SLS, identifies a drug that's not approved for use by the pharmacy. SLS improves the syringe preparation workflow by automatically printing water-resistant, full-color labels. These labels comply with the 2011 American Society of Anesthesiologists recommendations for syringe labeling in the perioperative environment and meet the intent of ISO 26825 and ASTM 4774 standards. SLS is an FDA 510(k) Class II medical device and is utilized in the operating room or anywhere syringes are prepared. Additionally, the administrative tool software is provided for pharmacy to control the SLS formulary drug database and configuration. The SLS can be easily integrated onto existing drug carts. Codonics' optional shelf includes a drawer for supplies and enables the machine to be conveniently located for the anesthesiologist. Your Codonics sales representative can provide you with installation, specification, and pricing information. In this video, we will review the following components of SLS: logging in, syringe labels, dilutions, IV bags, drug not found, additional safety features, invasive monitor line labels, IV labels, patient labels, custom labels. To begin, simply scan the 2D barcode on your user's badge at the login screen. This badge is created using the SLS, and all identification is recorded in this barcode. Each time you scan your badge to log into the system, SLS will recognize who is preparing the labels. If the system is configured to require a PIN, you will need to enter it after you scan your badge. Once you've scanned your badge and entered your PIN to log in, you will see the main menu screen. From the main menu screen, you can execute most tasks, which will be outlined in this video. To prepare a medication label, simply place the drug container under the barcode scanner propofol 10 milligrams per milliliter with the barcode facing the scanner. The ideal position is to place the vial low, directly over the target surface. When the barcode scanner reads the barcode, the scanner will beep. SLS will then audibly state and visually display the drug name and concentration. While the label is printing, fill the syringe with the drug in the usual fashion. Typically, by the time you have prepared the syringe, the label will be printed. SLS labels are ideal for use on 5 ml and larger syringes. For small syringes, such as 1 ml or 3 ml, flagging or tinning can be used to apply the label. This allows the volume gradations to be seen. The printed labels are color-coded based on the American Society of Anesthesiologists color guidelines and contain all elements required by the Joint Commission, including drug name, concentration, time and date of preparation, time and date of expiration, and the preparer's initials. A variety of other messages can be added, such as warning messages about the drug, including paralyzing agents, anticoagulant, and preservative-free where appropriate. Diluents can be included on the label as required. To accommodate dilutions, the label will show that the medication has been diluted and the diluent in new concentration is clearly visible on the label. If your facility uses an anesthesiology information management system or other electronic medical record, one can easily import drug content and concentration and verify expiration information into the electronic record by simply scanning the 2D barcode on the syringe, then record the dose being administered to the patient. SLS closes the loop at preparation and administration using machine-readable barcode technology to minimize human error. To review, the process of preparing a single drug includes 3 steps. 1. Scan the drug vial. 2. Prepare the syringe while the label prints. And 3. Apply the printed label to the syringe. When diluting a drug, such as ephedrine, first press the dilution button. Next, ephedrine. Scan the drug vial. The system will provide audio feedback of the drug scanned. A dilution screen is presented to the clinician where standard dilution concentrations and diluents for the drug are listed. Illustrated here, the user selects the desired concentration and diluent from the screen menu. 5 milligrams per milliliter. The final concentration is 5 milligrams per milliliter, and normal saline is used as a diluent. If the concentration is not found, the user can select Other if it has been provided as an option in the formulary. Visual and audible feedback is presented on the SLS. The new label is clearly marked as a dilution. The label will show that the medication has been diluted, and the diluent in new concentration is clearly visible on the label in accordance with the Joint Commission guidelines. Whether or not a drug can be diluted using SLS is determined by the formulary. The formulary can direct the SLS to allow a dilution, not allow a dilution, or require a dilution, as in the case with reconstituted drugs. In some cases, facilities must compound their own IV bags. If you need to prepare an IV bag, gentamicin, follow the same procedure as we use to dilute a drug. 10 milligrams per milliliter. Except use an IV bag with the diluent already in it instead of a vial of diluent. For example, the SLS prints a label for gentamicin with concentration identified as 10 milligrams per milliliter and the diluent as normal saline. There will be cases when a medication has found its way into the OR but has not been included in the SLS formulary by the pharmacy. Drug not found. In this case, when the drug is scanned, the following message will appear: Drug not found. At this point, the user should carefully look at the medication and determine whether it should be used or not. If it is determined that the medication can be used, the user presses the OK button and then selects the appropriate color blank label to be printed. Some of the safety features of the SLS are configurable. Enabling all of the safety features is the safest drug labeling workflow that the SLS provides. When SLS ships from Codonics factory, it has all of these features enabled. SLS seamlessly integrates into existing workflows and immediately reduces the element of human error. Preprint confirmation, propofol 10 milligrams per milliliter, provides the opportunity to confirm that the proper drug was selected before printing the label, or enables a user to cancel the print job in the event the wrong drug was selected. In a busy environment, this ensures that someone did not miss the audible or visual feedback provided by the SLS. Post-print confirmation requires the user to scan the syringe with the label applied to complete the labeling process. This enables a serial workflow and prevents someone from scanning another drug until the labeling is complete on the prior drug. In addition, the pharmacy can take advantage of the management software's sophisticated features to identify drugs that have been recalled, drugs that have expired, or drugs identified for any reason by the pharmacy as a drug not to be used. It is common in the perioperative environment to need to label invasive monitor lines, such as arterial lines, central venous lines, pulmonary artery catheters, intracranial pressure monitors, and other devices. These labels can be easily produced using the SLS by pressing the line's label button. Additional labels can be added and customized as required. For the general IV line that is placed on the IV insertion site and tubing and catheter lines, Labels can be printed by pressing the IV label button. By default, there are 7 different colored labels provided, 1 to represent each day of the week. Also by default, the system prints 2 labels for the colored labels in the IV tab, 1 for the catheter and 1 for the line itself. Patient labels are provided for a variety of labeling needs within the OR, such as patient charts, pathology specimens, anesthesia records, narcotic log sheets, and the surgeon's chart. These can be accessed by pressing the Patient label button. Additionally, the user can select to include the patient ID on the label. By default, SLS is configured to print 2 patient labels when these labels are selected. The SLS can be configured to add up to 48 custom labels to the user screen as needed by the facility. This could include oxygen and heparin lines and expiration date labels for multi-use vials. Codonics Safe Label System, increasing patient safety and improving workflow.